Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas? Someone's confused.
Merry Nightmare Before Christmas.
The Christmas event is in a bit later down the line. For the time being, we have the Halloween event, which instead gives us a bunch of different costumes, which I will talk about during the fights, and a particular story that involves Team Glenn this time around. It's actually relatively unique because most of the events instead involve, mostly Cloud's team, so this is actually very specific.
Very interesting indeed.
Oh boy, I get to whack people with a chocobo.
You'll be able to see the costume that Aerith got in this in future parts because Aerith is not part of this event. No idea why she got the costume. I don't know.
I get a costume and I don't have to do any work.
I don't know why she got the bonus costume, if she's not part of the event. But again, I'll take it because it was easy to obtain.
I'm also surprised that she's actually left out of the Halloween event, unless it's supposed to take place after...
In the past, yes, like you said, Team Glenn. Anyway, shortly after Glenn and the others cleared out the remaining Radoran troops, Shinra engineers arrived at the island to begin building the reactor.
What they don't know is that it's haunted by an evil curse, hence the Halloween event. The Shinra way.
With orders to secure the safety of the staff, as well as the construction site, the team spent their days patrolling the area.
The music suggests they had a good time doing it.
It's just that it's being used in a bit of a generic context for the first soldier.
Yeah, they just spent that time getting drunk and dancing. It's a miracle no one actually tried to invade.
Yeah, same as yesterday, nothing to report.
Isn't that a good thing? Because it means we're safe.
No news is good
the kind
news.
of guy that wants... This feels like a waste of time. We know there's no one else here.
We killed everyone.
We genocide the entire population of the island.
Although, to be fair, most of that was Sephiroth. Well, we can't know that for certain. There may be some survivors, like some children we can hunt down.
He's right. And if the reactor doesn't get built, we might not get our bonus.
Oh no! Our bonus predicated on
no.
how much we murder people!
Don't even joke about that.
Don't even joke about that, Lucia.
Money pays rent and stuff.
What the?
Oh, it's just a time dilational portal accelerator.
Oh god, we're in 06 now. Is that some sort of Radoran weapon?
If you forgot, we established with the summer event that a recurring thing with these events will be these things, these portals.
You know, an interesting thing to consider is that ever since the remake, time travel has kind of become one of the Seven franchise's main identities. I wonder if this is them following in the footsteps of what's going on in the remake to establish that there's a bigger time threat going on.
No, like I said, the events are, on their own not canon, considerable not canon.
Not much is known about it except that it's used for teleportation. Professor Hojo created prototype materia, but it ended up getting shelved. Of course this is connected to Hojo.
Remember, they did mention...
Hojo's a maniac.
Cisne did mention that in the event. That's so... Whoa!
Hey, wait!
Why did you walk up to it?
Because he's Glenn.
Remember, this is the guy that jumped on the
Glenn,
platform.
I get the feeling Glenn has the exact same attention span that
Why would he touch it when I just told him we didn't know much about it?
I get the feeling
Am I working alone with just a floating body, no brain?
And there's Sephiroth.
Oh, hey Sephiroth.
Is everything alright?
Well...
Yeah, sure, just one of our teammates has been lost.
Guys, did Glenn throw himself into a portal again?
Yes.
Good timing, Sephiroth. Never thought I'd say that in my lifetime.
This suddenly appeared and...
Please calm down.
You should learn from me, the master of being eternally calm.
Is this... Portal?
Well,
oh it's like in the original game where the ultimate weapon is just called weapon.
I think I see what happened. I think I see what happened here.
Clearly, they're making Portal 2 or Portal
It's still a
3.
main last name.
Well, there already is a portal too. But Glenn was being his usual self, wasn't he? See, there goes Sephiroth is literally saying what I was saying.
I'm impressed.
Oh, that Glenn!
Also, even though he's a kid, seeing Sephiroth just casually shrugs sends
Portal is simply a spell that facilitates instant travel from one location to another. You should be fine. You just fast travel somewhere else.
Meanwhile, cut to Glenn, first person, like in the end of 2001 Space Odyssey, having to absorb the information of the event horizon.
beautiful.
That said, I can't say for certain that it's completely safe. I'll go and get him. You two stay here.
Oh, yeah, sure. Then
Yeah.
we can be blamed if Shinra loses their top dog soldier.
This event will be involve mostly just Glenn and Sephiroth. Map and Lucia are there just at the beginning and at the end.
Ah, yes, getting the two to bond.
So basically, I'm gonna be protagonist of this part. Got it.
Well, more also Glenn. But yes, Sephiroth has a part to play in this. And we cut to a very decorated Nibelheim.
So basically, what this event amounts to is Glenn ended up taking an unofficial vacation.
Oh, I get it. It's like in Sonic Adventure 1. Someone downloaded the Final Fantasy
Where?
VII Christmas-themed DLC.
Where am I? Is this some kind of festival?
Sure looks like a neat
Complete
place to
new
burn
with
down.
new music.
Glenn, why did I tell you about going through unknown portals? I'll have to write you up for abandoning your duties. I hope you realize it may affect your bonus.
Sephiroth being
Oh my god,
company
Jova,
wheel boy.
Jova, Sephiroth is literally saying, do that and you make some pay cuts in the next salary review. He's literally, Glenn is gumshoe right now. Go ahead.
Sephiroth,
Yeah.
you're here. Whatever.
We're still on duty. There are other things you need to be focused on.
Yeah, like trick-or-treating.
By the way, Sephiroth, do not burn down this town in the future.
By the way,
please.
Sephiroth, I caught a fish this big. We shouldn't be wasting time here. Let's go. But the portal closed though, Sephiroth. Yeah.
I hate to break it to you, but that's not gonna happen. Turn around. And then
Does
Sephiroth is
this
like, it's
happen
not
to
behind
you?
me, isn't it?
You do realize you're the reason we're here, right? This is a serious problem.
You're the serious problem.
Come on, relax. Complaining is not gonna help. Let's go look for a way home.
Okay, have you got a spell book? Well, as fuck then.
Hey, excuse me.
Mysterious person in a cloak?
Uh,
What the?
Get back.
It's a Heartless!
That's no costume.
It's an octopus?
No, you see, it's the dorky face as it's called. The pumpkin monsters that normally would be present in the Shinra mansion.
Behold, the terrifying new threat. Dorky face.
You know, maybe Shinra weren't the problem. Maybe Nibelheim always had issues.
Well, according to Crisis Core, they have something that they call like the Seven Wonders. One of them is apparently Vincent. Not sure how the people in town know about him, but sure.
Weird. I don't know, Sephiroth. It would look a bit cooler if your sword was like at least a meter longer.
Well, he himself needs to grow up for that.
Eh.
So, there are real monsters at an event where people are pretending to be monsters.
That seems to be the long and short of it, yes.
Wait, is this that festival where you dress up as a monster to trick real ones or something?
Have you never heard of Halloween?
Well, they have their own version, as it's called.
Yes, the Autumn Harvest is also known as the Pumpkin Festival. It's an event to prepare for the arrival of the Dark Army, Harbingers of the Cold Spell.
So
I
it's
say
the
that
perfect
as I exaggerate
excuse.
my arms.
The army comes to take people's lives, so people dress up as monsters in an effort to deceive them.
So you're telling me it's not just a legend, but that's the reason monsters are wandering about around.
Maybe.
Then we need to evacuate everyone right now.
Everybody run, there's a monster coming!
Wait, if we act rashly, people might get hurt. Please do not go in, charge in, guns blazing.
That's my job.
Thankfully, the costumes seem to be working in the meantime. Let's try to find out what we're up against.
And thankfully, Dwarves isn't actually on the team.
Well, I'll wait till there's a...
Trying to help.
Alright, fine.
Yes, Mom.
Hey Sephiroth, check out that kid. He's the only one not wearing a costume.
That is the
Yes,
costume.
Maybe there. I was going to say that is the costume.
Alright,
Mimic
Liz.
child.
Well, first later on.
He looks scared. Without a disguise, you must think he's an easy target.
No, he's just listening to his headset. He's got a banging tune on at the minute.
Oh no, he's got AirPods.
Oh, he has
No,
neck. He has
You
neck.
okay? Where's your costume? You don't want to be taken by the Dark Army, do you?
So you're saying he has neck with headphones, Lips?
Yeah.
Who are you?
Me? Well, I'm a superhero.
Glenn.
Then he's not good with children, in case you're wondering.
You can help me, right? You have to save this town from the Dark Army. I saw them. A bunch of scary monsters came pouring out of a hole.
And Sephiroth's like, Glenn, can I please have a word with you?
A hole? There was a hole here now. It's gone.
He must be talking about Portal.
No, I'm not talking about the video game.
Monsters can use it too?
Well,
And then Sephiroth's like, what's Portal?
what exactly made you think that they couldn't? It's possible. The prototype material was rumored to have gotten out into the world. If so, anyone could have it now.
Like the Tom Berry from the summer event.
The portal we went through might have created with it too, sorry.
Man, what a mess.
What a mess.
Wait, that means if we find the leader of the Dark Army, we find the portal materia.
It would give us a
Simple,
better
of
chance
course.
of locating it that way than with a blind search.
Then we have a plan. Don't worry, kid. We'll take care of the army.
The army of darkness, as it were.
Are you sure?
Of course, you're talking to a superhero.
Right.
Someone, Sephiroth's laughing behind his back, please.
Well, I don't see Sephiroth help.
Hey, Sephiroth!
All those monsters you
That's
saw, which way did they go?
And then Sephiroth's like, urge to burn everything, rising.
They disappeared into
course-
the crowd, and then I
and
couldn't
of
tell which ones
course-
were monsters and which ones weren't.
And of course, it's in Nibelheim. He thinks this. Jesus Christ.
Yes.
That's
No,
it.
it's
He
also
never had
a
a
misunderstanding.
chance.
misunderstanding
Sorry if
and
I
he
didn't
just wants
dress
to
up.
light the pumpkin.
Jova, I know what I said.
You're one brave kid. Don't worry, we'll get rid of them for good.
Did you see any that might have been their leader? Like someone, like a bigger one or something like that?
No, I don't think so.
Then we have our work cut out for us. We'll have to track down the one in charge while we protect the townspeople.
And so I can kill them later on.
When you approach him, say tussle or treat to weed out real monsters.
Haha, tussle or treat.
Oh yeah, the festival watchword. So we're allowed to join the fun?
No,
No,
no
you're
fun.
like 20.
No fun allowed. Only to blend in. Remember, we have a job to do, Glenn. Stay focused and make sure the Dark Army doesn't notice you.
Humbug.
It's gonna be a bit hard. I know. Jeez, it's like you don't trust me right
Gee, I wonder why.
Baka.
I wonder why.
Who's the kid here?
And whose fault is that? I mean, they never told me at Shira that I was gonna have to
being so presumptuous, you prick.
Like I said, this is not canon, but like what I said in the past part is true. Like it's not like Glenn and Sephiroth becomes best buddies out of nowhere. Then the others wandered around the festival grounds defeating monsters of the Dark Army. However, even with their efforts, they were no closer to finding the army's leader. Bummer.
Did you at least get lots of sweets?
No.
Boring.
Hey!
I got a bag of minstrels. That's it.
Not
Might
the
as well
best
have got
call.
nothing.
Your
Oh,
British
you're on
lips,
that, then.
your British lips, you have to say something like hobnobs.
For a second, I thought he shot that.
Glenn,
Not
no!
about Reese's Pieces.
Yeah,
Glenn,
Shoot that
yes!
person.
yeah, exactly my point.
This is how we tell the real from the fakes. If they die, then they're human.
Why haven't we found anything?
Because you killed everyone we interrogated, you moron.
That's the thing, this isn't canon, so dwarves could voice them.
All that time spent with nothing to show for it.
You see, Cloud, even Sephiroth wasn't perfect when he started.
Perhaps they only use the materia when necessary.
And we find a leader and make them use it.
You make it sound so simple, Glenn.
Yeah, I thought you should have done. Can you use this materia? No. Can you use it? No.
Man, what is the Dark Army anyway? And why are they even here?
To
They're
quote,
an army
to quote,
that
Kate, to quote Kate Sif, what's wrong with you people?
Where do we start?
Good question. It may be easier to locate if we know their intentions. We should review the legend again. There may be a hint.
Sorry, it's not his attorney, so it's not written in red text.
We don't get to do an Ace Attorney sequence like in Toei.
Great.
Aw.
Where's the
What a
professor when
pity.
you need him?
You need Hojo? Damn, you must be desperate.
Matt,
I'll look into it. You continue searching the town.
And please, use a more efficient method rather than shoot everyone.
yes, team leader, sir.
And no guns. So how did you know I was gonna...
Oh, sorry.
The Dark Army eats people's feelings, so Sephiroth
Oh my
will
god,
be
they
okay.
are heartless.
Oh my god, I guess it's true. Reality does care about your feelings, apparently.
They eat feelings.
Hey, Sephiroth will be alright.
Yeah, bad feelings like anger, hate, and fear. That's how they get stronger and grow in number.
Hate leads to anger. Anger leads to fear, blah blah blah.
I think that's why they're here. They're trying to scare people.
Well, it's Halloween, that's kind of the point.
Actually, Pedro, it's legally distinct Halloween.
They sow fear in others. So they... Oh, so it's kind of like Life Day in the Star Wars Holiday Special?
Kinda, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Even
so,
Christmas will be like that.
So can you do something before they destroy the town, or before you do?
What do you think
Because it's
we are,
called the-
miracle workers?
You seem to know a lot about them. It's all very helpful, which only means that you are one of them! We must kill him, Glenn!
Wouldn't that be quite a twist?
We still haven't managed to locate their leader.
I mean, you've just been standing there talking to each other.
I wonder, does the leader go around scaring people? Or do they leave that to the others? Hey Glenn, some help in rationalizing this would be nice.
I bet they're hanging back, letting their minions do all the work.
It is possible, to be fair.
That's what higher-ups do, right? They sit around doing nothing while everyone else work their asses off.
Well, Glenn, when it comes to humans, yes. When it comes to monsters, not so much. You do realize
I
we're
don't
talking
know,
about...
even
Yeah,
some
exactly what
animal
Sephiroth said, see?
species-
You do realize we're talking about monsters here. Yeah, Sephiroth agrees with me.
Granted, some animals do have a tendency to have, the lower ones do all
I
the
bet they're
work.
having a blast with all these negative emotions floating around. Come on, let's go look for their hideout.
Okay, sounds
They
simple
should,
enough.
they should have invaded Britain on a rainy day.
Don't suppose there's anything in legend about hideouts?
Well, this is Nibelheim, so it's probably in the mountains somewhere.
I don't think so.
Then where do we start? Again, Sephiroth, mountains. Nibelheim. It's always somewhere in the mountains.
Well, we have something closer.
If you beat up a bunch of them, the leader might get mad and come looking for revenge.
Where have I heard this one before?
Again, this boy seems awfully knowledgeable about these monsters'
Yeah,
activities.
the boy is the leader.
That's it! Give them a reason to come to us.
I mean, I guess that could work, but wouldn't it put the village in danger? And a reason to use the portal materia. Then we can use it to get back.
And the town will be safe again, after the collateral damage went on Steel style.
Jesus.
Yeah.
So does that mean that... Sorry, go on.
Then we have a plan.
So by that logic too, Glenn was going to go on a trial in the next story then, as a result.
Take down the leader, found the portal, profit.
That was our plan from the
Brilliant.
start.
But now it has official
I
steps.
was just repeating in case you forgot. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba.
Wait,
And
we
you
need to
passed
remain
the test.
conspicuous. So again, under Pensnom's logic. Okay, got it.
So we need disguises.
If the people find out that there are real monsters among them, it'll cause a panic. Phase
You
1?
say there are real monsters among us?
Wow, when did you become so considerate?
Well, excuse
He
me.
always was?
I simply want to minimize casualties. Also, if the enemy spots us, we'll have to retreat and start over.
Yeah, I want to minimize casualties. Otherwise, who else am I going to kill years from now?
Efficiency.
Alright, you say so.
Sephiroth. Dun, 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 dun.
As long as it's not the Crisis Core version, I'm fine.
I remember so many versions. I don't recall the Crisis Core one being drastically different.
It is. The best way to quote it is that it sounds like a cat and mouse chase routine.
Remember, Java, Theo is very particular about his Final Fantasy VII remixes.
No, specifically One Winged Angel more than anyone else.
Understandable. It is like one of the most influential tunes to come out of 7, and trust me, that's
it's
saying
more of a
something.
case where they kind of peaked with the orchestral bunny. It's kind of hard to top to me. I don't think I heard a thank you.
Okay, fine. Thank you. Need I remind you that you're the reason we're even in this situation?
How many times do we have to repeat that?
I know. Jeez, you can be such a hard ass.
Well, whose fault is that?
I'm sorry, too busy clipping. Alright, got our next target.
Nobody told me at Shinra that I would have to do babysitting as well.
Tussle or treat? Drobo, you can be this guy.
Oh, treat, of course. Check out my costume. Pretty cool, huh?
5 out of 10. Go home.
No candy for you.
Yeah, you fooled me. Guess I should be happy you're not one of them.
Is he out of context? He comes off as a racist saying that.
You're not wearing a costume? Awfully brave.
That's right, I am.
I hope you enjoy the pumpkin festival.
Townsperson? Question mark.
It's this big.
Hey, Sephiroth, how long do we have to keep doing this? It's getting harder and harder to find these guys.
Well, the less of them there are, the harder it is.
That means we've managed to thin out their numbers.
That is true, technically. Hey, army leader, come save your friends before it's too late.
They're not my friends. Oh, shit.
Uh-oh.
Only this guy were as considerate as you.
Flattery won't get you out of this. We need to keep hunting them down, one by one, until we find our ultimate target.
So he says, but eventually they'll be the best of buds, and then Sephiroth.
Sounds like more work. Not what I wanted to hear.
Glenn.
This is what you get for walking into portals you have no idea where they lead. You see, kids, if you do this, you'll just find yourself saddled with more and more work.
The
Don't
two
go into
continued to
portals.
seek out and defeat monsters until they couldn't find any more. Sephiroth, are you sure we haven't killed them all?
Maybe I should just burn the entire village just to make sure. Yes, I think they spotted us and are being more careful now.
But you see, guys, Sephiroth burning Nibelheim was just him making sure there weren't any
What
monsters
do we
left
do?
all those years
We need to
later.
get back to the island.
Yep.
He was being what we call
Um,
super efficient.
Why don't you dress up like everyone else?
Little boy, don't you have, I don't know, a curfew? A house to go
Okay,
to?
again,
This is the most excitement I've had all my life.
Since he doesn't have a costume, we're afraid the monsters might get him. You mean as monsters?
Yeah, and the real ones will think you're one of them, and they might let their guard down.
Or they may try to mate with you, so 50-50.
Well, the point is that they will still be attracted.
I see. That's not a bad strategy.
Why didn't I think of that?
So Sephiroth can stay as he is, but we just have to find a costume.
No, don't worry, Luis. We can find a way. Alright, sold.
That was easy.
Merchandising.
But where can we procure costumes? How did
In
everyone
the item
get
shop,
theirs?
my dear boy.
They made them.
Like cosplayers.
Some people's costumes were handed down over generations. Others made their own.
I'm not doing that. Sure there aren't any lying around that we can borrow?
Can you not do any work, boy? Jesus.
There's a big mansion on the edge of town. No one lives there anymore, but I remember seeing some there.
Why did Shinra left a bunch of costumes inside? Great,
Well-
works for me. Let's go, Sephiroth.
Well,
Maybe it was for one of Hojo's experiments.
well, Tail, I see a lot of the same kind of incompetency from Shinra in Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, so I'm not surprised by this.
Hey, you listening?
Yes, it's just as this is a little too convenient. How do you even know what's inside?
I'm
Me
on
and
to
my
you.
friends sometimes sneak into the mansion to play.
Right.
Oh, you naughty little boy.
See? You're overthinking it. We're lucky, that's all, okay? Let's check it out. Glenn, sometimes that attitude is gonna get you killed.
Yep.
Literally.
Fine. It's not like we have any other options, I guess.
Well, to be fair, Sephiroth has a point too.
I mean, there is another option. You could just not do anything.
Well, no, we need to find a way to use the portal to get back to the Lorne Island. Now this place looks promising.
Oh, yes it does.
Oh, yes, it does, Glenn. Yes, it does. It always boils down to this fucking mansion. You seem excited.
Why are you showing so Sephiroth?
Whatever you do, just don't have a breakdown.
Of course,
and go
we get to
crazy.
explore someplace new. Aren't you the least bit curious about what we'll find? It's a mansion this big, after all.
Curiosity gets in the way of me doing my job.
So that's why he went insane. He couldn't sate his curiosity, and it drove him mad.
Alright, kid,
Technically-
lead the way.
Curiosity killed my granddad.
I mean, curiosity did lead him to realize he was born in a lab, and that just made him lose his mind.
Also, Genesis did something in between, too.
Oh, don't even
Right,
don't
yes,
even
because
get me
Genesis
started.
was behind. But Pedro, Genesis was behind.
We'll get to that
it all.
eventually. For the time being, this scene, despite the random canon, this scene is slightly important. This room, does this remind you of the Shinra building?
You know,
not
actually,
particularly, Glenn, but whatever.
You know, so far, I
What's
would not.
Shinra?
So far, I
Okay,
would
now
not.
I know you're not who you seem to be. You don't know Shinra? You're messing me with, right? The electric power company, the mako reactors.
Plot twist, this boy is behind it all.
Yeah,
Tell him,
yeah,
bitch.
that's what I said.
Hold on.
Gah.
Uh-oh.
Just say that, yeah, if you remember this room, Sephiroth, you're okay?
I don't know why, but for some reason
That's me.
That's alright.
Endure the pain, Sephiroth. You have yet to reach your threshold.
Father of the Year, everyone.
Yeah, let's add another layer to the pile. The more you endure, the greater the power that will awaken within you.
So this is where Deadpool got his inspiration from.
Like, Jesus, poor Sephiroth. What else do we need to pine onto him?
Get out of my head! Get out of my head!
Well, I guess Hojo's not getting that Father's Day
Hey,
gift.
stay with me.
It's okay, Sephiroth. All you have to do is disconnect like Elone did in Final Fantasy VIII. Sorry, I suddenly felt uncomfortable. I'm fine
Starting to
now.
have a flashback.
He's a thief, Sephiroth. Let's not get into this room ever again.
Oh yeah, totally.
Yeah, it might.
No,
have
you're
some-
not. Take it easy, will ya? You don't have to always push yourself just because you're the leader. Learn to slack off once in a while.
No one's ever said that to me before. In fact, I've always been told the opposite.
That feeling when Glenn may be more of a father to him than his actual father ever was.
The opposite? What do you mean?
Exactly what I said I meant. The opposite.
Oh, shit.
Ah! Monster!
Get back!
Oh, okay.
So this is where they've been hiding.
No battle, I guess.
Was it meant to be a battle here?
No, sometimes you get them in between. I just trimmed out the fat, basically.
Or perhaps I'll let them hear. They feed on negative emotions, don't they? They're like the...
Sephiroth, I'm a negative emotion on legs.
If that's why we're here, then there's a good chance they're here for me too.
Glenn, you're the opposite.
I can imagine.
Now remember, one of the emotions is anger, right?
Right. Now let's go look for those costumes.
Sephiroth, I found one for you, Sephiroth. It's a mad side to... Oh, wait, no, actually, no.
Sephiroth, I find some weirdo sleeping in a coffin. What should we do about him?
Don't worry, I'm sure he's not important.
There we go. I'm still not sold on this one. Wanna trade? Glenn gets a pumpkin jackal costume, which is pretty cool.
Why are we
Oh,
still
God.
discussing this? You tried mine on, it didn't fit. Besides, the pumpkin suits you fine.
I agree.
So I don't have to see your face.
Well, Sephiroth gets a vampire/demon with a mask one. You'll see better in battle.
Wow, that Baldur's Gate 3 cosplay is coming
Anyway,
along.
as long as we blend in, it doesn't matter what we look like.
Wah, wah.
Hey,
You look
over
ridiculous in
there!
your normal outfits anyway.
Damn.
Where? Monsters. Okay.
I also have
No.
energy. What the hell is that?
I think you might have found their leader.
It was a gaseous all the time?
Well, convenient. Alright, Glenn, let's take care of it.
What? They think they're some kind of superstar? Show off.
They're just standing there.
Menacingly.
You know you're the
It's gonna keep
superstar.
getting bigger and bigger. When it bursts, their leader's gonna pop out.
Okay, Kid, I need to question, how do you know all of this shit now?
Oh, thank you,
Maybe
walking.
he's...
Thank you, walking, talking bestiary.
Maybe
But let's
this
get
kid...
rid of it, friends, in the meantime.
Time to end this. Spoilers, it's not.
You got it. Tussle or treat.
I'm totally asking for a raise next time we go back to the headquarters.
Sephiroth asking for a raise. Now that's something I have to see.
Okay.
Again, they never told me I had to babysit.
We finished up most of them.
Look!
Maybe the big purple evil-looking thing is a bad thing.
Oh, that looks like he's ready to burst. They're just gonna make their debut, huh?
Okay.
Thank you.
Huh? What? It's not over yet.
But it's not over yet.
I was wondering how I do this on my own. And then you came
Ha.
along.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Ha! Called it.
Oh
Ha, ha,
my
ha.
God.
To be fair, it was pretty easy to tell.
No, yeah,
So
but
why
I will
did you
argue.
make us go through circles for this?
I'll pay you back. I promise.
That is true, Theo, but I will argue I did it before it became obvious.
No need. I'm a superhero, remember? Glenn.
Do Clan, do I need to hit you with my clue stick? Don't get too
Maybe.
cocky. It's not over till we've dealt with the leader.
Oh my god, Sephiroth, not you too. It's contagious.
Oh god.
I know. That's our treat.
It's contagious.
Anime did you all crawl
Sorry about that
out of?
voice thing, by the way. I need to clear my throat.
Who's that? Is it some-
Random people,
Okay,
so
okay.
anyone can be.
I don't know, some kind
I
of chef
don't
at the
know,
festival? Sorry, go on.
Halloween noises.
Yes.
This is all just a big
Great.
publicity stunt, people.
Everything's about to explode and folks are crowding around it.
Are they now?
Yes, they are.
We need to evacuate everyone.
Oh no, the child with
Oh, okay.
suspicious ways getting close.
Oh wait, I know how this goes. Oh, go ahead.
What's he doing?
I know how this goes. We evacuate everyone to the safe zone somehow super quickly, like in Shadow the Hedgehog. Is he...
Yes.
Hey, get back! It's dangerous.
Reunion.
I think he's...
Reunion.
I'm not in danger, but you are.
And your mother sucks cocks in hell. Whoa!
Yeah,
I am
basically.
not in danger. I am the danger.
You.
What? Glenn, holy fuck.
Will someone please get a clue here? I don't think the kid's just playing charades.
Go ahead, Drobo.
It's the army! The Dark Army's here!
Ah, it's a monster! Run away! Run away! Run away! Yeah, there you go, see?
Thank you, Jensen.
We have our leader. You know what to do. Well, I was making a Monty Python reference, but sure, that works
Yeah.
too. That works too.
Man, that really was a great costume.
The most ironic costume of all.
He knew a little too much. I had my suspicions.
Then why did you say anything, jackass?
But he wanted us to defeat the army. He was even helping us. I need to find out why.
So capture him alive.
Well, no, you go on, Dweebs.
You couldn't see through this costume, could you, superhero? You make me laugh.
Don't make me laugh.
Nice to see that we have a fan.
Thanks to you, I didn't have to lift a finger. And now I can feed in peace.
Must
Oh,
feed.
so you're just a greedy lug.
Basically. You will hear his motivation.
We have a rule. The last one standing wins and gets to become the next leader.
Get
So
it?
it's a battle royale.
Because the first soldier was a battle royale. Ha!
Cute.
Usually we all just try to kill each other, but this time I had a plan, and it worked.
You were literally doing the equivalent of camping, you know that.
You really are a monster. You want us to kill all your friends so you could be the next leader?
Yes,
Well, he is a monster.
friends.
Friends are for the weak.
It's like in the Turbo movie.
They were necessary sacrifices for me to win. To me, they're no more than pumpkin seeds. You eat the pumpkin, but throw away the seeds. They're not even used for jack-o'-lanterns. They're worthless.
Excuse me, mister, but in a lot of countries, dried up pumpkin seed are actually a delicacy.
Yep.
So you don't know Jack.
Ha!
Ha,
Get it?
ha,
Because he's a
ha,
jackal.
ha.
Tassel, never mind, you don't get a choice. Time to slice and dice and rip the seeds right out of you. Also, Glenn's weapon is literally a lamppost. That's cute.
Before you do, don't forget we still need that portal materia.
Oh well.
So if we hadn't gotten sucked into that portal, this might have never happened, and when you think about it, the guy's evil plans may have succeeded.
So yeah, let me use this to talk about the costumes. I really like these. Again, Glenn in particular, easily the best, very Bloodborne themed despite having the pumpkin on its head. Sephiroth one is fine, maybe not the most super, elaborate, but I really dig it. Zack gets, Zack and Cloud did got one in upper banner, but did not bother to get them. Zack gets werewolf one, for some reason. Cloud gets a Frankenstein monster one, which is cute enough. And then there's the chocobo suit that Aerith gets, when you easily pull the event's currency, which you will be able to see in the future.
How cute.
And also each of them comes with, themed weapons. Like you said, Glenn gets these lampposts, while Sephiroth gets a weapon that's really called Edged Wings.
Beautiful.
Alright, the gimmick with the Dark Army leader, if I remember correctly, it's been a while admittedly, is that he's not super vulnerable, until you actually defeat the minions for a while, because he keeps summoning them. It's kind of like fighting a flan, as he constantly divides into having minions, and when you defeat them enough times, the main boss will be weakened. And generally, if I recall correctly, they're weak to the wind element. Also, again, this particular theme that was done for this Halloween event, still not by same composer, but it really sounds instead like it came out of this guy. I get it, but that series is more, not necessarily horror, but themed after the circles of hell and heaven. So maybe something like this fits more there. But I do wonder. It does sound relatively similar.
Yeah.
Makes one think.
Also, Shiro, you were joking earlier about Dwebs potentially ghostwriting this, like we usually do with that joke, right? Thing is, Shiro, recently, after finishing the second Neptunia game, I have literally found a bad ending where it literally might as well have been Dwebs who took over the writing. I am not even kidding you. This ending is exactly the kind of thing that Dwebs would literally do as he usually does in his if I was writing I would do this. Like, I'm not kidding, it's literally that. I'm not kidding you. When I show you guys that, you guys are gonna be like, what the fuck, who took over the writing? I'm not kidding, it really feels like something completely different. It's quite
if ever there's a chance for them to go off the rails, I guess it's with a bad ending.
It's hilarious, don't get me wrong, but it's just like, where the fuck did this come from?
Acid, most likely.
Bad endings are fun.
Yeah, they can be.
Except in so normal in the world either, Shiro. Trust me, the bad ending, that one is not fun. Like, you think Undertale Genocide route, is harsh, violent, and very depressing. You haven't seen anything yet.
It's like the Force Unleashed 2 ending that you can get in the Endor DLC.
Mm-hmm. Show you.
Never, you're stronger than I realized.
I've been
I
defeated by the
underestimated
power of friendship.
No. Don't you see the power of trick or treat? Or sorry, tussle or
There's
treat.
the
Ha ha ha. Go on.
Here. I hope you'll play with me again.
Wait, was this all just a play date for you?
Not if I end this now.
Ching.
Ah! I just wanted to go home. This will never end. So long as people exist,
Yeah.
so too will their emotions.
Right. Can you be a bit more generic, please?
Pumpkin Kid, hope you make some friends.
Glenn, weren't you not paying attention to what just happened? You're being kind to a monster?
Who tried to kill you? On multiple occasions.
I have to.
at that.
Sorry.
I'm nice to everyone because, as you know,
You're a superhero, and don't you let anyone forget it.
Aww.
ouch.
I have to ask: Are you literally a child? Anyway, let's go home before the portal
What
closes.
a job well done.
Yeah, those two are probably worried sick.
Yeah. Maybe next time you'll think twice before you go into a portal at random. I don't know about that. They know I'm with you, so they may be carrying out their usual assignments, just like any other day.
Of course, just like any other day that we just happen to go into a portal.
They know you're with me, so this is their best chance to slack off. Haven't you learned anything?
Excuse me now? I don't think that's their nature. Are you sure you're not just following your lead when you... Sorry, they're not just following your lead when you're around.
Even if they are, they're making the call. You know, why don't you follow my lead for today?
I
Because then I would die.
find that unadvisable.
It's not every day we get to go on a festival. Let's have some fun. I saw some tasty-looking pumpkin dishes on the way.
Oh, okay. Festival episode. Will we get to catch the fish with the little net?
Well, no, it's a Halloween-themed one, so not really.
True. We don't know how long the portal will stay open.
That being said, Sephiroth is a point you probably shouldn't dilly-dally that much.
Dilly-dally, shilly-shally.
No! Food's not gonna be here for long either. At least that's what my gut's telling me. Besides, we don't even know where it leads.
That's true. It may not be a safe trip.
Something you should have considered earlier.
This doesn't look too stable.
We could end up being sucked into another fiasco like this one.
Oh, now you're thinking ahead?
So let's fill up. I could really go for some pumpkin, or maybe some chicken.
He's just looking for an excuse for free food.
Oh,
Again, Gladys is very much shonen protagonist.
I suppose I could use a bite, but only one.
See? So come on.
Why do I get myself into these things?
It's time to feast!
Oh, don't get too close, it's not...
Wah, wah.
That's Glenn!
I warn him. You know what, Glenn? I cast you off. You're on your own.
You have to follow him if you want to get back to your own time.
Okay, fine. Too bad I won't get to try some of that pumpkin soup.
Oh, he wanted to try it after all.
Kadoosh.
Again, totally asking for a raise when I get back. I don't get paid enough for this shit.
And so Nibelheim went back to a blissful day of trick-or-treating where nothing bad would happen to them whatsoever in the future.
Probably. Thanks to the help of a superhero who came from the portal, Nibelheim was freed of the Dark Army, and the townspeople were allowed to enjoy the Pumpkin Festival.
Saved by the very man who will kill them all.
But would the
Leader.
two ever get to taste that pumpkin soup? One may say that it is quote-unquote another possibility for an autumn harvest adventure, or very not likely. While we're recording this, it's still into summer, but it's strongly implied that the 2024 event is gonna have Vincent in it and main team.
I wonder if they're okay. Shouldn't we go after them?
Nah.
Nah.
Look, Sephiroth is with him. I'm sure they're fine.
Ta-da!
Like clockwork.
An ambush?
What the?
Oh, I thought I jumped into a portal, not out of one.
There you are. I'm so glad you're safe.
But what's with the costumes? You look like you're dressed for some sort of pumpkin festival or something.
Can't say Halloween.
Again, legally distinct. I think Christmas
Wait.
is called the Holiday Flame.
Is the word Halloween actually trademarked?
Not sure, but
Nah.
I get the idea it might be a case of, not wanting to say a specific type of fest.
That's
I
a
don't think it's trademark because like some games do use it, like Animal Crossing uses it, whereas Christmas is more like religiously distinct, so they kind
Huh?
What the hell are we wearing?
Wait, you're just
Yeah, it might be also that. Okay, we're going somewhere.
You know as much as I do. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. We were wondering whether or not we should go after you, and then you popped out.
Do you remember what happened?
of Jova keeps falling in a portal.
Yes.
We jumped into the portal and then jumped right back out.
Is that really all
It
there
does
is
feel
to
like
it?
we were gone a long time, though. I'm starving.
Brilliant explanation, Professor Glenn.
It's
Pie
more
or
of a...
something?
Same here.
Well, if you haven't get it by now, it seems that
I
the
just-
memories were wiped.
So what Sephiroth?
Right? Aren't you in the mood for some pumpkin?
So what Glenn is saying is, I just got out of limbo. Man, my stomach is rumbling.
Ha!
Not that. I meant I don't remember much earlier.
Oh, that.
Clearly their minds were wiped so that it can maintain the canon.
It would seem the rumors are true. Portal doesn't allow you to recall what happened on the other side.
What a very convenient spell.
Yes, it is.
Why would somebody design something to transport you but wipe your memory?
To be
when you
fair,
come
remember,
back?
it was classified as a failure for a material.
Ah, okay, no wonder
Yeah.
Professor Hojo lost interest and scrapped his research. So, okay, so even Hojo has his limits. That's good to know.
He's still a scientist at the end of the day.
still
Ugh,
sucks.
it's so aggravating. It's like I have a pumpkin seed stuck up my nose or something.
That's a very specific analogy there. If you're lucky, maybe it'll grow into a pumpkin, and that'll be your new brain.
Sorry.
Ew, I wouldn't eat that.
Sorry.
Lucia, between the bats and this, what do you eat?
That's a good question, honestly.
I could tell you, Ted.
Probably forageables.
People will pay big bucks for my organically grown pumpkins.
Yeah,
Oh
full
my
of snot.
Well, we didn't achieve anything, but we went in and came back. So I'd say we've successfully completed our investigation of the portal.
We hope you enjoyed No Moral Theater. I
So-
probably should have used that clip.
I mean, we didn't achieve
guess-
anything, so I have to positively spin this into a victory for Shira somehow.
And I guess we didn't have to learn a lesson, so... Woo! Go team!
But as Matt says, it's probably the experience that counts, I guess.
Literally, we gained so many levels from this.
Jova?
They say 97% of people's actions are driven by their unconscious mind, so it had to have left some sort of mark. So you see, it wasn't pointless. Though, I bet it's a bit different for you, Glenn.
Huh? Why is that?
Wow.
I'd say you're closer to 99%.
And Sephiroth turns to Matt. Matt, I have to ask, how do you put up with it? How? Go ahead, you're right.
What do you mean
Years.
100%?
Learn it.
I'm
No
the leader.
chill.
Be impressed, damn it. So unconsciously unnatural. I don't see a problem with that.
Also, technically, you're not the leader. Sephiroth took that job from you, and let's be honest, he's the one that the fans remember more.
The God Fury.
That actually makes sense.
For Glenn.
Ah.
That Glenn.
If your unconscious mind is who you are, You could never take responsibility for anything since you won't be aware of your words or actions. That's all point.
That's not how it works, Sephiroth. Like,
is that his way of trying to make?
He hasn't touched grass since he was born. All right, he doesn't know.
I'm very conscious about it. But we're surrounded by grass, though. He can touch it.
I wonder, is that his way of trying to make Glenn feel better? It's Jesus.
That sounds tough in this line of work.
It is.
I mean, why did you even sign for, Lucia? Hell yeah, our leader's capable of anything.
How did I get myself tangled up?
Maybe.
Guys, you're embarrassing me!
You see, this is the true reason I get raises, because I'm one of the few who can actually put up with his BS.
And that's how our heroes saved Halloween, I guess. So what did we learn today? Don't trust kids.
Well, according to...
Also, portals wipe your minds.
Yeah.
Yes, Pedro?
I learned that Sephiroth really... I learned exactly what made Sephiroth crack. This is the beginning of Sephiroth cracking, not the visit in the original game. This is where things started. That's my headcanon now.
Glenn who did
yes.
Considering that again that the first soldier section is technically not over, there may be more something also to that, but that's not where we reprise. Technically, the next official chapter release was the Nibelheim flashback from the original game point of view. But before that, there will be a couple of the character episodes. One thing that I mentioned that are adaptations from a novel. So see you eventually for those.
See you.
Sounds like fun.
Bye.